On the battlefield, a soldier ventured out of the trench with a Christmas tree. Strangely, no one fired a shot, and another enemy soldier played bagpipes to accompany him. At that moment, the commanders of the three armies came to the center of the battlefield. They agreed to a ceasefire on Christmas Eve so that the soldiers could have a peaceful Christmas. When they reached an agreement, the soldiers of the three regions came out of the trenches one after another. They shared their country's food with each other and introduced their families. At this moment, they were not soldiers on the battlefield, but a group of ordinary people brutalized by war. But the next day when the truce was over, the officer came to the enemy trenches again. He told the enemy that shells would be fired from their rear and asked his soldiers and troops to take shelter in their trenches first. When it was over, the enemy's commander also told them to take shelter in their trenches, as their artillery would be firing back at them. There were no casualties from the exchange of shells. These soldiers hated war, because war brings mutual harm and destruction. It is always the common people like them who die in war, so they don't want to go to war. But this news was known to a higher officer, so he came from the rear to supervise the battle and forced the soldiers to shoot at an enemy soldier. The soldiers had no choice but to shoot in the air to warn the enemy, but the officer was so angry that he fired. The soldiers who did not want to fight each other anymore were then shipped off to other battlefields.